Off Topic Tuesday. I thought it was Monday.
Oops.
It's not Monday,
That's
apparently.
a way off topic Tuesday.
So we're so far off topic, Tom thinks it's Monday.
Oopsie.
Well, I work 7 days a week. So, and I don't know if really what everything I do I consider work. It's just I'm doing stuff 7 days a week. A lot of times here because my office is just down the street. I only have a laptop at home, so my computer stuff's here. So if I want to do even personal videos, I still edit and film anything here. So that's how I thought it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because when they're not here, it's Sunday. When they are here, it's Monday. That's how I know. Because I'm always working.
Sometimes he knows we're here. Sometimes he doesn't know we're here.
I enjoy sometimes when they're not here.
Oh, sure.
It's really quiet. So welcome back to Off Topic Tuesday, and let's get started. Well, this is great.
I love it.
Welcome to the Cards Against Humanity baseball place. So these guys are pretty off the wall. They've dug a hole. They've done all kinds of silly shenanigans.
Yeah, they have.
It's entertaining,
Sure.
for sure that they do these things. But now they've gotten a baseball place.
Yeah, so they it's part of their Cards Against Humanity Saves America, I think is what they were calling it. And every year, like, they ask people to donate to us and they'll do a thing. Well, this year they did several things. And one of them was they bought the naming rights to a minor league baseball team just outside of Chicago. Well, to the stadium, not the team itself. They bought the naming rights to the stadium. So it is now called, I believe it's in Joliet, I think is how it's said. The Joliet Slammers now play baseball at the Cards Against Humanity baseball place.
Yes, so it's a lame name.
Yeah, but
that's kind of their calling cards.
Nailed
lame names and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's get into a better story here about our message to our customers about iPhone batteries performance. And this is the follow-up from last week.
Yes.
This guy likes iPhone.
Well,
I have a Pixel 2, and he's thinking he may like iPhone less after seeing my Pixel 2.
Well, after seeing the Pixel 2 and after the stuff that's gone down with Apple, yeah, I'm thinking about making a switch. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, Apple came back because of all the backlash, and they sent out a message to all of their customers trying to explain
how batteries age.
Yeah, how
and preventing unexpected shutdowns.
Yeah. Like, oh, these are the reasons we did what we did, but we realized that it causes some problems, so we'll replace your battery for $30.
Which is pretty reasonable. So
it's not bad. Normally you have to go to a Genius Bar and they have to do a diagnostic and say, oh, yep, your battery is below 50%. We'll replace it for $80, I think it is, $79. So now they're saying they'll waive that. You don't have to go to a Genius Bar. They'll just replace your battery for $29.
Right. I don't know. I've only had bad experience once at a Genius Bar. Like, the only time I ever went there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone a couple of times. I mean, the wait was the only problem I had.
Yes, that's the problem I had. I was there for 30 minutes to find out they couldn't help me. They're like, oh, we don't do the thing you asked. I'm like, oh, well, 30 minutes ago would have been the time to ask before I got here.
Yeah, how long ago was that you were there?
A year ago, maybe.
Oh, really?
A year and a half ago.
Okay, because the last time I went in, they kind of, you go in and you talk, like, the person will greet you, like, right away and find out what your issue is.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, okay, go here. I'm assuming if they don't fix it, they'll say, oh, that's not something we do here. Maybe, I don't know. My problem with Apple, I've been an Apple user for decades, but they haven't done anything innovative or interesting since Steve Jobs died.
See, this is honest. This is honest.
I have to say that I loved them.
We're gonna tear that Band-Aid off for the iPhone users. Like they've lost their way. They've lost their visionary. They don't do design anymore.
They don't.
The geeks have figured it out. Google's doing a little better.
Yeah.
Now, to a little bit of Apple's defense, I really don't want to have a singular market where there's only one single phone vendor or phone software provider in the operating system world. Microsoft, I'm not even going to call it a good attempt. I'm going to call it, did you guys realize there's other stores out there you could have used as examples and at least done the same thing as before you came up with the idea you had that was a bad idea, which is part of the reason their phones failed. Not to mention their updates bricked a lot of their phones, which was yeah. Anyways, so I like the fact there's competition in the market, but Apple, come on. Be competitive. I don't know.
I think they sat at the top of the phone market for so long. I think they just kind of got complacent. They were like, yeah, we own it. We're always going to own it. People will take what we give them. And then along came Google, and Google started beating the crap out of them.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm kind of entrenched in it, which is part of Apple's plan, I'm sure. I mean, like, I do like the idea that, like, my phone, like, I don't really have to do much. If I do it on my phone, it swaps over to my laptop, over to my desktop seamlessly.
But so does the Google stuff. I use Google Keep and everything else. I've done a video on Google Keep and how it works. Matter of fact, we share notes right now, and we're not using any Apple products right now. We're sharing our notes via Google Docs right now. So
you're using one Apple product.
One app. Well, yeah, yes, that's a beautiful shiny Chrome browser you have there.
Shut up.
Which, of course, he's running the Chrome browser.
Absolutely,
so yeah, because it's the best browser in there.
It absolutely
It's a pretty Chrome browser.
Yeah, it is. Well, because it's a Chrome.
Speaking of Google and their actual competition, which isn't Apple, Google Home versus Amazon Echo, the holiday push. Now,
this was interesting.
I don't have these listening devices in my house. I mentioned on my final year in review, I'm going to do some home tech videos about what I have at my house, but things you're not going to have at your house, or at Tom's house, is you're not going to find listening devices besides my phones. How many does Marvin have?
None.
We have one on the other side of the wall that I won, so we play with it in the office.
Yeah.
We get it to say things that are stupid and absurd occasionally. We haven't really found... I'm not that wowed by the Amazon one. It's kind of novel. The Google one, probably a little bit more useful, because if I connect it to all my Google accounts... But I have my Assistant on my Pixel, and I had it previously on my Nexus. I use it there. I don't really see the need to have it as a box or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they have the big one, and I'm like, hey, cool, if you have no sound system at your house, apparently the audio quality is good.
Okay. For the Google one?
For the big Google one, not the little Google one. The big Google, I don't know what the names are. I call it the big one and the little one. I mean, there's some good reviews on it, but I have a nice home stereo system, and a lot of other people, you can buy a nicer home stereo system. I don't know. I guess it depends on really the use case of them.
But they spent a lot of money, both
their
Google
marketing was insane.
And Amazon, because they wanted you to buy them for Christmas. So just since Thanksgiving, they spent
$42 million, I think it said.
Well, collectively they spent over $70 million.
$70 million trying to tell you need a listening device.
Yep.
Yes.
Just so you'll put one in your home. But I think Amazon spent more. They spent.
Now, I've done some testing with these, and we have a separate Wi-Fi called the Internet of Insecure Things here at the office, and the Amazon Echo is on there. And not that I think it's insecure, but I was curious about what data it sends, what data transmits. It's all encrypted, so I can't really see into all the data. But I did some testing. I mean, it's sending so little data, I can't call it an always-on listening device, but they are, and there's been people who proved you could hack them to be. I don't know. They make me a little nervous. We unplug ours here when we aren't playing with it. We just turn it off, because it's not something like ubiquitously on all the time that we're playing with. It's kind of a novel. We play the word games with it.
I was just going to say, the only thing we really turn it on for is to play games.
We pretty much plug
like
it
the
in.
trivia game.
We do the trivia game. So for $49, I think is the dot cost. I got to admit, it's a fun trivia game player. The Google one is fun because same thing, but it's the same as you get on Google Assistant. You can ask us some questions. We also, all these lights and everything, none of them are Wi-Fi light bulbs. These are not in my house nor in my office. Therefore, it doesn't have that integration excitement of, hey, turn my hallway lights on or off. I don't know.
Come on, that's so cool. You can set the mood.
I'm looking. I may build some Raspberry Pi automation if I like when I have control over it, not the cloud.
There you go.
You know what we should? And this has been it's an old article, and we covered it before. But there was a garage door opening company, and this is so wonderful because the way all these devices work, they need a server to work. They're not self-contained or self-hosted. So when you tell Amazon to turn off your lights, it goes out to the Amazon servers. It comes back into your place and talks to the lights and turns them off. Well, there's a garage door company, and the guy got belligerent on the forums and the reviews.
Oh no!
So they said no problem. They wouldn't let him unlock his garage. So we found that very amusing. And because the box communicates with the outside with an app, they turned his garage door opener off. They're like,
why
you
not?
Disabled it. You should return it, sir.
Yeah.
He's like, but my garage is closed and I can't get in now. And that's hysterical to me.
He's like, yeah, no problem. Would you like us to leave it closed or open it? We can open it for you.
So that's what worries me about a lot of these, and people who are like-minded, you know, about running things self-hosted whenever you can, or delegating control. If the internet goes out, you also lose control of things, and I don't know. So, yeah, I'm kind of meh on those. We might do a review sometime of the Amazon Echo, like our thoughts on it. I don't know. There's so many videos out there.
I mean, we kind of played with it a little bit when we first got it. I mean,
it's not a product
for me, it loses its novelty really quickly.
Yes.
We opened it, we played with it for like 20 minutes, and now
we unplugged it. And we found out to play trivia, and that's when it gets turned on sometimes for us to play trivia with us.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But that's another instance here that I just to kind of point out. Apple doesn't even have any skin in that game at all.
They're working on it. They say. Yeah, allegedly. But see, Apple doesn't have your personal data, so...
Yeah, the closest they have is with Apple TV, you can speak into the remote. Like, you can do that. Like, if you're watching, you know, because I have Apple TV at home. Yeah. So with that remote, I can, like, hold the button.
Been able to do it for about 2 years in Amazon?
Yeah.
Maybe longer?
So, I mean, like, that was...
I love the Gary... Who's that Gary Busey? He does the video. He runs around talking to his lamp.
Yes.
If you're like me, you like talking to things.
Hello, lamp.
Hello, Gary.
And then he finally talks to his Amazon Echo because he likes talking to things. Genius marketing on their parts, because put that guy in anything, I don't care, I'll watch him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He needs his own... Well, he's on YouTube enough, but I think he could just have his own crazy...
Didn't he have a reality show for a while?
A little bit.
Yeah, I thought
He's good for YouTube. John McAfee. Speaking of people who are good from YouTube, I loved his video on how to uninstall McAfee. Undoubtedly, you've seen that, right?
Yes.
And if he is a madman, I think there was a time when he was really relevant and really smart. And
unfortunately, that was the mid to late 80s.
And that has fallen off. Apparently his Twitter, he says his Twitter account got hacked. It's hard to say because the absurdity of his life is entertaining to some extent. But so apparently some crypto people used his Twitter account to promote some other cryptocurrencies. And if you don't know who John McAfee is, it's not a coincidence of McAfee, the most hated antivirus software, bears his name. Literally, that he named after himself. Just like this idiot here who called his company Lawrence Systems because my last name's Lawrence. You know,
well, called it Lawrence Technology Services. 10 minutes from a school called Lawrence Tech. So
I didn't go to school. I have excuses.
Yeah. So I have one more person ask me for an application when I'm out.
Yeah, they think we work for the school. That's a problem. Hey, I did this 14 years ago, you know? That happens. So he eventually got hacked. I don't know.
Well, what I like about it is he blames two-factor authentication. He says that they hacked his two-factor. And so to be more secure, he has removed two-factor from all of his devices.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it.
That seems counterintuitive.
Yeah, I have two-factor turned on in there. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, he was supposed to eat a shoe, and he didn't eat the shoe.
He didn't know.
He was going to hack an iPhone, and he couldn't hack it. He'd eat a shoe. If he couldn't hack it, they wouldn't give it to him or something. I think he's still supposed to eat a shoe or something. I followed the guy for a while. It's kind of like how Charlie Sheen, like, tiger's blood, and then just kind of like, oh, I cook herring.
Yeah.
Not that he rose to minor celebrity status with the crazy beliefs thing going on and all that, but yeah.
Weird.
These heroes send an army of bots to save your Christmas from pushy telemarketers.
Now this is awesome.
Yes.
Especially since they had, well, we'll tell the story, but I assume we'll put the links up. They have some of the calls recorded.
Yes, they have the calls recorded. We won't play them here, but the Jolly Roger Telephone Company, which specializes in programming bots designed to waste the time of pushy telemarketers, has teamed up with spam call blocking service Norobo. I don't know how to say it. I can read it. Normobo. Normorobo. To unleash a dedicated battalion of bots built with the sole purpose of lurking telemarketers away from real people. Now, I really like this. I think we actually brought this up a while back in our Vlog Thursday, where there was a company doing this. And
they were doing with emails.
Yeah, they were doing emails. They would send emails back and forth. This is another level of that. And eventually, it's because we're actually seeing a couple things happen here. We're going to start seeing more, and this is happening in social media right now. There's a few people that are researching this, and I might do a blog post on it. And what they're doing is they're using AI bots to influence social media, and then now we have to have teams of AI bots to influence it the other way. Or in this case, it's specifically targeted the scammers, but I'm talking about the bigger picture here, that we're going to start seeing bot wars.
Yeah.
And whoever can have the best bot wars. This is where it's going.
Yeah.
People worried about World War IV, World War III? No, it's just bots going at it, wasting each other's time.
Yep.
There used to be, and let me see if it still exists. There used to be a service called Fancy Hands. So yeah, Fancy Hands.
Well, Tom's looking for that. I listened to a couple of the calls, and they are worth it. So when we put the link up, check it out. The one, I mean, they've obviously done recordings, and then the AI just pulls the audio that it needs.
Yes.
But,
and there still is a service called Fancy Hands, and this is how absurd life is getting. Fancy Hands is a US-based assistant at your fingertips. Use any device at any time of day, and our assistants will tackle anything you choose. Now, one of the common uses for this is great, because no one likes to sit on hold, right? How you have to sit on hold to get something done. Like calling Comcast because their service sucks, and you got to convince someone that their service doesn't suck, so you got to sit on hold for a while. You can call other people who will sit on a hold for you and let you know when the hold's over. So instead of actually having a good customer service experience, we realize that's just not going to happen. So here's another startup company that's filling in that gap. And that's what these guys are doing. We need bots to fight bots. We need a customer service company that you pay a service fee to, so they'll sit on hold with your customer service while you're trying to get service. The absurdity of life occasionly is wonderful.
This is the madness we've created, folks.
This is where we're at.
I was trying to figure out with the other day, because like Kroger and places like that will now do curbside. Yeah. Like I need these things, and you pull up and they bring it out to you. And I'm like, so could I send Uber Eats over there? Could I not have to go out at all? Could I put my order and then have Uber Eats go pick it up from Kroger and bring it back to me? Then could I hire TaskRabbit, somebody from TaskRabbit, to put my groceries away?
Yes.
I'd never have to get up.
So you can pretend, and that's the best thing, because these things don't cost a whole lot of money. So you can have a whole dedicated team of servants and staff for a pretty reasonable price now.
Yeah, really.
That's where life's going.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's
I kind of like that.
Was it Wall-E where the humans had just developed to be just blobs on floating chairs?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's going to be us. That is going to be us.
Sooner than we think.
Yeah. Probably.
Yes, it's going to be Wall-E very soon. All right, and the final one here it has to do with the way the content is handled and content ID. So if I were to upload a video to YouTube that was copyrighted, the new Star Wars video, or perhaps the show Hamilton, which is really popular right now.
It's a huge show. Everybody
wants to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently you can watch it on PornHub.
PornHub.
With Zootopia as well.
That is just amazing.
So this is what's going on. And we were laughing. So as I got my coffee this morning, we were having a laugh at this because picture how this works. You have a team of copyright lawyers who run around having to watch things and take them down. But like all offices that are businesses, you can pretty much bank on porn sites being blocked.
Oh, yeah.
So if you upload those videos to the porn sites, you can get away with hosting Zootopia on PornHub. Oh, man.
So that's what people have done.
So that's what people have done. And apparently, when you set up new accounts, there's 5-minute limits.
Okay.
I'm not going to say how I know that, but it was in the article. And I hope it is.
And as a public service, if you Google Pornhub Hamilton, do not, I repeat, do not click on the first hit.
Especially if you're at work. Unless we become the first hit.
Maybe, well, yeah, if we're the first hit, then fine. But
as of right now, we are not, because we're producing this video right now.
The one that simply says Pornhub Hamilton, click that one with caution.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think it offers a great excuse for when my wife wanders in and is like, why are you looking at Pornhub? I'm like, I'm watching Zootopia.
Yeah, it's on there. I think it goes to the bigger picture of some of the copyright problems we have now. I've even had to argue fair use on my YouTube channel for mentioning things that it flagged, and I'm like, really? There's been so many problems. There's been a lot of news people especially get hit with this, where they just have something in the background playing, like someone passerby recording in a public space. You're like, oh, copyright. There was some song playing within an earshot in our system, and there's a difference between fair use. If I want to talk about something, I can, show a clip where we're referring to the Star Wars, and here's a clip from the trailer. That does not, should not do a takedown. So that's the problem with some of these automated systems, is they've gone too far, and then we come all the way over to people uploading PornHub as a solution. So we're going to see extremes on both sides until we come to some type of actual solution to the problem.
I think it also shows that pornography has been the driving force for most things on the internet. I think.
Well,
this falls into that category.
Probably falls in that category as well. So yeah, we'll leave you guys with that. Something to think about. We'll leave links to the actual articles in the description below. Not the actual video on, No. We'll leave it on there. And if other thoughts for Tuesdays, tweet them at us. Stories you may want us to cover, topics you may want us to cover, questions you may want us to answer, or just ramble on about and offer some opinion. This was a shorter show because I said no, it's Tuesday. Marvin was like, Tuesday. I'm like, huh?
What? Tuesday?
Yeah, and my morning started out with a client with a server flood, so we were late in even getting here, and server room full of water. So that's
elevate your servers, people, which they did.
They listen to us. The servers are elevated. Servers are safe. Water. We open the door and let the water out of the room. That's literally how that. So that's a whole other. Right now everything's that's being cleaned up as we speak. So thank you for watching. Let us know what you want to hear. Like, subscribe, and we'll go from there. All
right.
Thanks.
See ya.